Backyard Basics is here in my backyard at Lake Austin Spa Resort. In the end of September, we started taking out summer crops and planting Elbon rye as a cover crop. And we allowed it to grow very lush and then turned it in and prepared the soil with compost and an 824 fertilizer. We worked that in and then waited a couple of days and started planting our lettuce in 4-inch pots in the beds. Our bed design is symmetrical with our center bed so that you get a really beautiful vista when you're looking at the garden. But what we also did was design the bed so that we have a mixture of lettuces, and when we pick half a bed of lettuce, we're able to get a mixture of reds and greens and curly leaves and smooth leaves and a little bit of raddichio and endive and so we have some peppery spice flavors, a little arugula in each bed, so that when we cut, we have a really nice mixture of lettuce to take into our kitchens. To maximize our garden space, we've used herbs along the edges of the beds. In some beds, we have Italian flat-leaf parsley planted along the length of the bed. We have chives along a good many of the gardens because we use a lot of them. We also have curled parsley, and along some beds we have multiplying onions, which give us a great yield of green onions all winter long. Since we're cutting our lettuce frequently, we really need to feed it frequently as well. So we're feeding with a seaweed spray in a hose-in sprayer about every 2 weeks. We do have problems with deer in our gardens here, so we use a deer netting over the plants to protect them. We make hoops out of 3/8 rebar and then clip the deer netting to the hoops with a small spring clamp. We utilize those same hoops for our row cover. So on cold nights we use a lightweight row cover, and on much colder nights we'll use a heavier weight, and sometimes we'll use both row covers if it's going to be extremely cold, and just connect them to the rebar with the same spring clamps. We're not growing lettuce to harvest whole heads of lettuce, although you could do that. We actually plant lettuce in October and we harvest the same lettuce plants until March, weather permitting. And what we're doing is taking off some of the leaves around the base of the plant first, and then as the plants get larger, we cut out the centers of the plants with scissors. So we'll just cut some of the larger leaves. You don't want to over harvest one plant, so make sure you take off just a few leaves off of each plant. Since we planted a mixture of lettuces together, once we get finished with cutting half a bed, we got a beautiful mix in the bowl. And sometimes I just break these off. We like to pick the lettuce fresh every morning and wash it, and then it's served on the salad bar that same day, so you can't get much fresher than that.